The Sea to Sky Gondola in Squamish, British Columbia, is one of the most remarkable attractions in the region. Squamish is a quaint town uniquely positioned where the ocean meets the mountains. Located at the northern end of Howe Sound, Squamish is surrounded by dramatic peaks including the famous Squamish Chief Mountain. Beginning near the sea level beside the waters of Howe Sound, which is a deep fjord in British Columbia filled with ocean water. It's not a separate body of water, it's just the ocean inlet that Squamish sits beside. Did you know that the name Howe Sound actually comes from the British naval history? It was named after Admiral Richard Howe, a British admiral from the 18th century. The word sound is a geographic term for a large ocean inlet or a coastal waterway, similar to but different from gulfs, bays, and estuaries. So, Howe Sound actually means the inlet named after Admiral Richard Howe. Back to the Sea to Sky Gondola. The Sea to Sky Gondola carries visitors nearly 900 meters, almost 2,900 feet up the mountainside in roughly 10 minutes. The Sea to Sky Gondola itself opened in 2014 after about 2 years of construction, with work beginning around 2012. The system uses a series of towers and cables to carry gondola cabins over steep terrain from the valley floor to the summit. Each cabin transports passengers smoothly up the mountainside, turning what would be a difficult climb into a short and a scenic journey. The project significantly boosted tourism in the area and created jobs, helping the local economy while also giving visitors easier access to the alpine environment. The gondola sits in Squamish, a town uniquely positioned where the ocean meets the mountains. Located at the northern end of Howe Sound, Squamish is surrounded by dramatic peaks, including the famous Stavamas Chief, a massive granite monolith that attracts climbers from around the world. Long before modern development, this land was home to the Squamish Nation, whose deep cultural and historical connections to the land continues today. Historically, Squamish was a forestry and railway town. Over time, as logging declined, the town began to transform. People started recognizing the extraordinary natural landscapes surrounding the area: towering cliffs for climbing, vast forests for hiking, rivers and oceans for paddling, and mountains for skiing. With improved access via Highway 99, known as the Sea to Sky Highway, Squamish gradually reinvented itself as a center for outdoor recreational activities. Today, it is widely known as the outdoor recreation capital of Canada. During the summer months, the area is alive with activity. Rock climbers scale the Stavamas Chief, hikers explore the trails ranging from easy forest walks to challenging alpine routes, and mountain bikers ride Squamish's extensive trail network, which is considered amongst the best in the world. On Howe Sound, people kayak, paddleboard, and kiteboard. The gondola provides quick access to alpine trails and viewing areas, making high mountain terrain accessible to people of all ages and abilities. In winter, the region remains active. While Squamish itself does not have a major ski resort, it lies on the route to Whistler, one of the world's most famous ski destinations. Locally, people enjoy snowshoeing, winter hiking, and backcountry skiing in the surrounding coast mountain. Because Squamish sits at a lower elevation, Many hiking and climbing routes remain usable even during winter, allowing for year-round outdoor activity. Once we reached the summit, there was some information that gathered from there, which I will tell you later on when we are descending. As the gondola car reached the summit and we walked out, there at the far end was the gondola car with a real life size grizzly bear. I shook hands with him, just for fun, of course. And then, as I looked around, I was greeted with sweeping panoramic views of the fjord, surrounding mountain ranges and dense coastal forests. The summit area, which featured the life size grizzly bear, also had a suspension bridge, walking paths, hiking trails, viewing platforms, and places to sit and eat and take in the landscape. This has become a major destination for both tourists and locals who want easy access to the alpine scenery. As I walked over the suspension bridge, the bridge started swaying, but the confidence was in the construction and the steel cables that held it. Now, if you've ever stood in a railway coach while it is moving, the way it sways, well, that's how it actually felt. And this was wonderful, a beautiful experience. There were people, of course, trying to take selfies and photos and videos, but this suspension bridge was a real long one. It was an adventure in itself. After soaking in the sights, enjoying the pristine clean air, we took the gondola back down. We could see the fjords at the distance. We could see the forests, the mountains, the sun setting down. And after having spent an entire day over there, as I was descending, I could not stop thinking of the vandalization that the gondola had experienced in two separate but serious incidents. In 2019 and then again in 2020, the main cable was deliberately cut, causing the cabins to fall to the ground. Fortunately, no one was injured in either of the incidents, but the damage required extensive repairs and the gondola remained closed for long periods of time. The security thereafter was increased and the gondola eventually reopened, and since 2020 it continues to operate till today safely. Today, the Sea to Sky Gondola stands as both an engineering achievement and a gateway to nature. It represents the transformation of Squamish from an industrial town into the world renowned outdoor destination it is today. Visitors come not just for the ride, but for the experience of standing high above the Howe Sound, surrounded by mountains, forests, and sky. An experience that captures the essence of the sea to sky region.